Chapter 2 The Cat in the Hood. Come, Kino, we must hurry, or we are going to miss the ferry, Uncle Suzu said as he hurried Kino. Kino dressed quickly and ran behind Suzu with his dream still running vividly on his mind. Uncle Suzu, I can't get this dream out of my head. I was following this big, gorgeous bird. There's no time for your dream right now. We must hurry, my son, and catch the ferry to the euthanasia. If we miss it, we will lose our chance to make it through, interrupted Suzu. As they rushed through their village, Bosakaleo, Kino heard Chiyo call his name from a distance. Kino! Hey, Kino! Chiyo called out as he paced toward Kino and Suzu. Chiyo was also from Bosakaleo. Everyone from the Bosakaleo community were known as Leos, which was derived from the latter part of the island's name. Chiyo was a young Leo that looked up to Kino and pretty much followed him everywhere whenever possible. Through the years, they had become good friends. Wait for me, Chiyo yelled. Not now, Chiyo. My uncle and I are on our way to Euthanasia Island, and we must catch the ferry before it leaves, Kino replied. Mind if I tag along? Chiyo asked as he caught up. Yes, we mind. You cannot come with us, Uncle Suzu answered in a displeasured tone. Chiyo looked at Kino with a long face. Kino, with a golden heart, looked at Chiyo and said, Of course not, Chiyo. We don't mind at all. You can come with us. A smile lit up Chiyo's face. Thanks, Kino, Chiyo said with a thrilled voice. Come on, you two. We must hurry. If we miss the ferry to the island, both of you will be doing chores around my home all week. Kino cannot miss the tryouts for this year's team, Uncle Suzu exclaimed. Every year, the Lyran feline species had a tournament which was held in Euthanasia Island. Each of the 8 islands in planet Sebi gathered 9 of its most athletic, skilled, and finest warriors to battle for the Yukevu Cup. The tournament was named after the Wanyenyenkevu Seyana, which actually meant Humble Cup. These 8 teams represented each of the continental islands in planet Sebi. The tournament consisted of a series of challenges and competitions that would cancel the weakest competitors. The 2 finalists battled it out at the end to capture their opponent's flag and finally earn the Yukevu Cup. The Wanyenyenkevu Seyana or Yukevu Cup was sent down from the heavens. The winner received blessings from the gods for 1 full year. As young Lyran felines came to age, they had the right to compete for a spot on the team to represent their island. Only 1 spot opened each year as teams from each island looked to add a new member by having them go through tryouts. Only 5 Lyran felines could try out from each island. They only had 1 chance to join the team. Those who failed were never given another opportunity. As Chiyo, Uncle Suzu, and Kino made their way to the shoreline, they could see the ferry was ready to take off. The young Leos were already on board, accompanied by Abaddon, chief of the Leos. Father, look, there comes Kino, Jakar told his father, Abaddon, as if he wanted him to wait for Kino. Hurry, we must leave at once, Abaddon yelled. Kino is late as always. We will not be held up because of his lack of self-discipline, Abaddon said in a sulking voice. Quickly, start moving. We must leave at once. Abaddon gave the order to the coxswain. The ferry departed for Euthanasia Island. Wait for us, Kino screamed. Don't leave us. He waved his hands, trying to get the attention of the Leos on board. Abaddon! Jakar! Wait for us! Kino cried out desperately. Suzu looked at Kino with so much displeasure. I have been training you for several years for this day, Kino. Like always, your tardiness caused you to miss this opportunity, Uncle Suzu said angrily in a disappointed tone. All three were in disbelief as they looked at the ferry slowly float away toward Euthanasia Island. "I'm sorry, Uncle," said Kino. "Wait! There's a Leo over there with a boat. Why don't we give it a shot?" Chio said as he noticed a Leo by the shore from a distance. "Forget about it. The small boat will never make it to the island," Uncle Suzu said bitterly. "It's worth a try, right, Kino?" Chio commented. "Come, Uncle Suzu, let's go talk to the Leo with the boat. It's worth a try. What a coincidence that he's out here with a boat at the exact moment we're in desperate need of a lift. Like you've always said, everything happens for a reason," Kino said as he rushed toward the Leo. Chio followed right behind Kino. Uncle Suzu stayed behind, watching as the young ones made their way toward the Leo with the boat. As much as I hate Kino's spontaneity, he's right. It's no coincidence that the Leo is out here with a boat, Uncle Suzu thought to himself. Uncle Suzu followed slowly behind Kino and Chio. As they walked, they started to notice what he was wearing was different from the norm in Bosakaleo. He was wearing an old black scruffy hooded robe. The hood completely covered his face. "Hey, fellow Leo, you think you can give us a ride to Euthanasia Island?" Kino asked in a hesitant voice. With the hood still covering his face, the fellow Leo did not speak a word. However, the Leo waved his hand, signaling Kino, Chio, and Suzu to come on board. Undecided whether to get on board, Kino looked at Chio and his uncle and took a confident step aboard. Chio and Uncle Suzu followed him right after. "Do you know the route to Euthanasia?" Uncle Suzu asked the Leo in the scruffy robe as he got on. The Leo in the hooded robe continued his silence. Soon after, he began to steer his boat away from the island. "Wait, are you sure this is a good idea, Kino?" Chio asked frantically as he grabbed onto the side of the boat. "Relax, everything will be okay. Besides, we have no other option," Kino said to Uncle Suzu and Chio. "I just hope this boat makes it in one piece," Kino, with the word smirk, thought to himself. Off they went to Euthanasia Island as the Leo in the old black scruffy hooded robe started to paddle. "Kino, I hope you know what you're doing by dragging us on this boat," Uncle Suzu said. "Like I said, Uncle, relax. We'll be there in no time," Kino assured Uncle Suzu. "So, Kino, are you excited to join the team?" Chio asked Kino in a thrilled voice. "Of course I am, Chio. Uncle Suzu has been preparing me for this moment. All I want is to make the team and make my family proud," Kino said. Kino had lost both of his parents. Kino's mother, Xenia, passed away when she was giving birth to Kino. Kino was in the brink of dying as well as he was coming out of his mother's womb. Xenia made sure that they saved Kino, even if it meant losing her life. Kino's mother sacrificed her life to give new beginning to his. His father, Zeno, lost his life during the games. He was unfairly pushed off the edge of the mountaintop as he neared the flawless finish. It was Amadon who was at fault, as Zeno gruesomely fell off the mountaintop. It was Amadon who grasped the flag and was the lone victor. Amadon was heralded as a legend back at the Bosakaleo after winning the cup from the heavens for the Leos. That was the last time the Leos ever won the Ukebu Cup or the Humble Cup. Ever since Kino learned of the happenings of that tournament, he vowed to bring retribution to his family. He was determined to make the team and bring the cup back to Bosakaleo Island the right way, by winning it fairly. It looks like we are lost. Excuse me, Leo, do you know where you're going? I have been to Euthanasia Island many times and not once have I seen this path you are taking us on. Uncle Suzu asked the Leo in the old black scruffy hooded robe. Again, the Leo said nothing. Excuse me, sir. I am talking to you. We have been very patient with you, but your silence does not ease our uncertainty. Uncle Suzu now voiced in an angry and desperate tone. Calm down, Uncle Suzu. You must ask nicely. Excuse me, my fellow Leo. Are we on the right path to euthanasia? Kino asked in a more civil manner. Again, the Leo in the old black scruffy hooded robe said nothing. Oh well, I guess we must just wait and see, Uncle Suzu. All we can do at this point is believe we're on the right path to Euthanasia Island, Kino said to his uncle. Believe, and we shall arrive within time. Everyone's path is predestined, and you must have faith that the path you are on is the right one. The road has been chosen for you. The Leo finally broke his silence with resounding words. Kino, Uncle Suzu, and Chiyo all looked at each other with eyebrows raised after hearing the Leo speak. Who is this Leo? Uncle Suzu thought to himself. What is your name? Kino asked. The Leo with the old black scruffy hooded robe spoke no more. Kino, Chiyo, and Uncle Suzu had no other choice but to believe they would arrive to Euthanasia Island. There was nothing but silence for the next couple of minutes on the boat ride. The only sounds came from the movement of the water as it hit the boat and the cawing of passing birds. Finally, Kino and Chiyo started to talk, joke, and play around with each other. As Uncle Suzu would not break his stare toward the Leo, his patience had worn thin. Look! Chiyo screamed out as he pointed toward the horizon. Finally, they could see the tall trees surrounding beautiful Euthanasia Island. We are here, Uncle Suzu, Kino said to his uncle with excitement. As they made their way toward the Euthanasian shore, they started noticing that none of the other ferries from the other islands, including that of the Leos, hadn't arrived yet. This is strange. It usually takes 3 or more hours to arrive to Euthanasia Island. This trip seemed rather short, Uncle Suzu thought to himself. The small boat made its way to the shoreline. We are here. The fellow Leo with the old black scruffy hooded robe spoke again. Chiyo was the first one out of the boat as he ran with excitement toward the island. Uncle Suzu followed right behind Chiyo, but still in disbelief of how fast they had traveled to Euthanasia. Hurry, Kino! Chiyo screamed at Kino. Kino got off the boat. As he was about to start running behind Chiyo, he paused and turned around to thank the silent Leo, who had brought them to Euthanasia Island. Kino was puzzled and goosebumps trickled up his spine. The Leo with the old black hooded robe and the small boat had disappeared. I wonder who that Leo was and where did he disappear off to? That's unbelievable. Kino shook it off and ran after Chiyo. Uncle Suzu took his time and walked behind Kino and Chiyo.